everyone and welcome. My name is Jeff and today we are going to have some fun playing Magic. And the fun thing that we're trying to do today is we're playing Angrath's Audience. So Angrath's Audience is a super fun deck that I ran into a version of this the other day and I totally got destroyed by it. So I decided to build my own version. I feel like I start every video with that, but it is so true that this is a fun deck. So what we're trying to do is get tons of value off of Theater of Horrors, which is a super fun card. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile top card of your library. During your turn, if an opponent loses life this turn, you may play cards exiled with Theater of Horror. So basically, it becomes a second hand that draws a card every turn, and whenever you want to, if you can, you ping in with either our Orzhov Enforcer with Death Touch, Kite's a Freebooter that gets in through the air, Fanatical Firebrand, which can get through as well, of course, by pinging it, or just its hasty gets through early game, Chain Whirler. We also have Angrath in here, which deals damage. So Theater of Horror is so good in this deck that it is basically another hand for us. If you have two of them out, we have like 3 hands to play from, and super powerful. So all of our finishers here is Spawn of Mayhem, Rekindling the Phoenix, also just making them discard, get a little points of damage here and there. And then Angrath, we have our Carnival Carnage. The Carnage side of this super powerful here, very helpful for our deck to make sure we're discarding against control. Carnival really good to make sure we get that spectacle cost, good against aggro decks. And then we on the top end here, we're running one of Captive Audience because it's just too spicy not to play in a semi Rakdos control deck, though it's a little expensive. So 7 converted mana cost, you enchant target opponent, and at the beginning of your upkeep, so the opponent's upkeep, you get to choose one that hasn't been chosen yet. So the opponent either puts their life total down to 4, they discard their hand, or each opponent creates 5 2/2 black zombie creature tokens. That would be us. We would be creating the 5 zombie tokens. So we're hoping to hit that if we can, but ultimately we're just trying to play Angrath, get some value out of this, swing in with some big flyers, and just kind of destroy their hand and their board. So that's what we're trying to do with this deck. Wish me luck. Let's see how this goes. Before we jump into the gameplay, a quick thanks to Fusion Gaming for sponsoring this video. Be sure to head over to fusiongamingonline.com for all your Magic the Gathering needs. Check the link in the description below. All right, up against Gamer Bear, bring it on Gamer Bear, and we are playing our Angrath's Audience, and good start with Fanatical Firebrand. We have some removal early game, hopefully get to this Ravenous Chupacabra, so this is keepable, a little bit funky, but definitely keepable. We're looking for our Theater of Horrors here. Theater of Horrors would be phenomenal for turn 3. All right, so bring down Fanatical Firebrand, swing in 4/1, down to 19, pass the turn. All right, good start. Let's see how this goes. All right, what are we playing up against here? All right, Forest, no Llanowar. That's fine. Swing in. We still have our Carnival to kill Merfolk Branchwalker, Jadelight Ranger, anything like that. But that's the only thing we have available. I kind of want to see if we can get this to the Carnage side of it because it's so good. All right, Druid of the Cowl, that's fine. Yeah, pass. Pass to my turn. Kitesail Freebooter. I think that... Are they actually going to be playing anything... If we can get a Rhythm of the Wild, we can get a Mirror March, it could be very good here. And it gets another creature down to turn on Theater of Horrors if we find it. So we could Lava Coil, kind of slow them down, but I think I want to hold on to that. So let's get a peek at their deck. Kitesail Freebooter, let's see what they've got. All right, so no Nullhide Ferrex, that's really important. No, what's it called? So let's take the Rhythm of the Wild. They don't have any red mana, that's what I was trying to say. All right, and pass the turn. We have Carnival, which is pretty good. Lava Quill, which can take care of the Beast Whisperer. So they do bring down Beast Whisperer this turn. There it is. Yep, resolve. Totally fine. We have the Lava Quill or a Ravenous Chupacabra. Pass the turn. Hopefully we find land. I would prefer land. All right, no go on the land. So Beast Whisperer down. We're going to get in for damage now while we can. Swing in and pass the turn. So Clan Caller, we're totally fine with Clan Caller coming down. We have a good answer for that. Pass the turn. And we're hoping to just get value like all the way through this. So they do find red mana. Incubation Druid, that's fine. Clan Caller. All right, Clan Caller comes down, resolve. Let's see if they go attacking here. I think they will for 2. We're going to Carnival now. Onto the Clan Caller. I would like to make them discard these last 2 cards if I could, but getting rid of the Clan Caller, pretty important still. And we get the 2 Kitesail Freebooters, so they have 5 mana. So let's go ahead and Kitesail Freebooter, take the Vanquisher's Banner. If they use Banefire onto the Kite Cell, that's fine. Now we swing in. I kind of want to hold on to the Fanatical Firebrand just in case they have anything else here, and it doesn't get through the Incubation Druid anyway. So swinging in for 1, pass the turn. Oh, excuse me. All right, and I like where we're at in this deck, in this game. We have kind of a funky draw. We haven't found our fourth land yet. We haven't found any of our dual lands either, and none of our bigger threats. So it's kind of been funky, but we're still really tearing apart their deck at the moment, which is fantastic. Even a creature-heavy deck, these Kite Cell Freebooters, ooh, they found another one. Boo. All right, Vanquisher's Banner coming down. Let's go ahead and grab that Banefire, which is very important here. Probably will swing in here with the Druid of the Cowl. Yep, that's fine. No blocks, take it, pass. Down to 17, pass to my turn. There we go. All right, so Swamp. Is it worth it? So we want to take this Banefire because it's important to do. We also want to keep them off mana a little bit here. Incubation Druid can get bigger. Let's go ahead and just Kite Cell Freebooter here. Get rid of their removal. They can't find any other pieces if they need something for their next turn. It turns off a lot of stuff for them. We could Banefire. Nah, we can't really Banefire here. So swing in, 4-3, down to 11. Pass the turn. And we're really just hoping they don't hit anything big here. If they hit really... Okay, there we go. Land is nothing big. Incubation Druid will get bigger. We get to bring it Ravenous Chupacabra down next turn. And it hopefully will cause a scoop. I mean, they should have a few more turns to stay in just because we've been drawing so poorly. So no blocks. Yep. Take it down to 11. All right, Blood Crypt tapped. Finding our lands is good at least. Ravenous Chupacabra, hit the Incubation Druid. Swing in for 4. And Ravenous Chupacabra is an okay blocker for us as well. The one card I just realized we might want to bring in this deck is an Eldest Reborn as well. That would be a pretty good card to bring in. Banefire probably just going to kill Marwyn here. We cannot let them go off with Marwyn. Rhythm of the Wild, pretty bad for us as well. There's another Kite Cell Freebooter. Yay! All right, so actually, do we have lethal here with Banefire? So I think they have to block with this Marwyn. We have 5 damage. Yeah, so we have lethal with Banefire. Down to 1. Banefire, X1. Why not? There we go. All right, so tore apart the the Elf March deck, which feels really good. That felt really good. Kind of an awkward hand for us, but that felt really good. All right, up against Julio. Bring it on, Julio. And we are playing Angrath's Audience. And man, we've had some really funky draws so far with this one, but we're going to keep this. This is a good way to get out Spawn of Mayhem, is just swing in with a Death Toucher. Hopefully they don't block. All right, well, there is control. All right, Blood Crypt tapped. And let's see how this goes. All right, seeing a lot of interesting stuff right there. There is Kite Cell Freebooter, that's totally fine. They do see the Spawn of Mayhem, which might mean they... all right, there we go. Getting Goblin Chamberlain pretty good. Orzhov Enforcer coming down. And Kite Cell Freebooter isn't typically seen in most Esper decks, so let's see how this goes. This is at least a different take on it. Swings in for 1, that's fine. Down to 19. Theater of Horrors. Do I want to try to get Theater of Horrors out while I can, or do I just push my advantage with a Spawn of Mayhem, get down a pretty big threat? Theater of Horrors has so much card advantage though, but Mortify kind of ruins that. So let's go ahead and swing in, see how this goes. I think that Spawn of Mayhem is going to be better for us. And if they do, yeah, tap this down, then we get to play Theater of Horrors on our second main phase. And there we go. All right, so this is going to demand answers as well, because it basically gives us tons of card advantage here in this game. We have the Chain Whirler to get us Spectacle as well as Spawn of Mayhem. And I'm feeling pretty good about where we're at right now. This is a pretty good an okay spot to be against Esper Control. Of course, you can never actually feel great about it, but Spawn of Mayhem will come down this next turn. Be able to be a blocker for Thief of Sanity. Rekindling Phoenix, not bad either. Ooh, and Angrath. All right, so we bring down Spawn of Mayhem. We could also bring down Rekindling Phoenix. All right, so that turns on Rekindling Phoenix. All right, let's go Rekindling Phoenix this time. And this gives a pretty big threat that they have to answer this, at least with some mana. And then if they spend mana to do it, we get to bring out Angrath. Hope that they don't find ours if they do have an answer here and get through with Thief of Sanity. That is an issue. They knew that we had the Spawn of Mayhem. They still went with the Thief of Sanity. So this is kind of like an Esper Creatures deck, which is looking pretty good. You know, I have seen like a Wrath Flash deck that's pretty cool in Esper. So I wonder if this is kind of like a take on that. With just some early game creatures, right? Discovery. Digs for answers. This Angrath is going to be so good. As long as they don't swing with the Thief of Sanity. Is this a Mortify? They found a land. Oh my goodness. All right. Let's see. What do they got? No answers. Yes. They do have mana for counter, though. All right, so we find land. Maybe it's just a Lava Coil here. Or we steal their Thief of Sanity. All right, let's go for Angrath. If this resolves, we get to steal their Thief of Sanity, swing in, probably kill their Kite Self-Reader because they're going to want to block it. So, tick down on Thief of Sanity. Oh, this is so good. Do they have like a dive down? Like, there's not a lot they can do here. Maybe something to kill Angrath, but we get to steal your Thief of Sanity, which feels so good. We probably do want to keep back Rekindling Phoenix now as a blocker. Just in case, like, we would like to keep this Angrath out and about. All right, so swing in. We get to kill 2 of their creatures. All right, so put it top of its owner's library. That's a good call. All right, good play by opponent. Not too shabby. This Angrath is still something they have to answer here. We have Lava Coils. The main thing is against an Esper deck especially, we want to be making them spend as much mana as possible so they can't hold up counters. They can't hold up answers for everything. So there's a Mortify. Just to get into the Angrath, I believe. They could have a bounce spell. Is that only attacking creature? Alright, so we do lose the Angrath, but we get back our Phoenix, which is beautiful. And we get out a Spawn of Mayhem and some more value here. Actually, let's go ahead and use the land in here when we can. So, just making sure I'm using my mana correctly here. So swing in. All right, so Dragon Skull Summit here. Ooh, Carnage is so good. Yeah, let's just wreck their hand at the moment. They know we have the Spawn of Mayhem we can bring down anytime, so let's just make them cry. We do want a flyer to come down, but I mean, they can't swing in this next turn. They get rid of the Thief of Sanity. Let's go ahead and Orzhov Enforcer. They could have a board wipe, but we do have 2 threats that stay on the board. Keep our Theater of Horrors, getting us card advantage, which has been so good against this matchup. All right, Lyre Dawnbringer is an issue, but we get to bring down Chain Whirler and Lava Coil. All right, so Mountain, Chain Whirler. This will probably cause a scoop, honestly. Lava Coil. Should have waited to play the Swamp instead there, but that's fine. And Kite Self Rebooter, see if we grab anything here. Oh my goodness, that was so beautiful. Whoo! All right. That is how you want to play against... That was not Esper Control. That was a completely different deck, but it's still Esper good stuff. And that just felt really good. Really, really good. All right, up against Whose Hearts. Bring it on, Whose Hearts. And is that like Who's from Whoville? or like a different kind of whose hearts. We're gonna keep this. I'm debating if I want to get out. You know, we do have a play with Carnival, so let's go ahead and get down the Fanatical Firebrand, get some damage in while we can. Maybe the Rakdos Guildgate was better to play there, but we have a chance of destroying lots of lands, and we not even want it for a while. But we do want to make sure that we hit this Angrath when we can. All right, Carnival pretty good here, so let's go ahead and just Rakdos Guildgate, Carnival. We're hoping to get this Theater of Horrors down. Swing in, down to 15. I was thinking that was just an island, so this could be... Is this Wizards then? I was thinking... For some reason when I saw that, I thought that was just an island. All right, so Theater of Horrors, so good on turn 3. So much value. This deck doesn't have a ton of ways to get him back. The one thing is, if they do remove Theater of Horrors, anything exiled under it is just exiled. It's gone. It's done. So that is an issue. Angrath is going to be really good against Ataliz, though. We can steal that, kill it every time it comes out. Kitesail Freebooter, very good for us. All right, so let's go ahead, play this Swamp. Swing in, down to 13, play the Freebooter, take a peek at their hand. Right, how bad is this? Right, a lot of card draw and another Ataliz. So let's go ahead and take the Skewer the Critics, I think. Light of the Stage is annoying. And they can play them both. They have Chart of Course. They'll probably end up using both of these. And so let's just take the Skewer the Critics, take away damage right now. I think that's more important. Get out the Orzhov Enforcer and pass the turn. A lot of ways to make sure we turn on our Theater of Horrors, and if we find land, we have 2 tries to find land this turn. All right, so doesn't look like they found another... I mean, this could be another Wizard here, which might be worth playing. All right, so Light up the Stage. Digs on first 2 on top. Another Ataliz. Not very good for them. The Unclaimed Territory is good, though, on Wizards. All right, so Angrath, so good here. They do have another Ataliz, which means that we... this actually is pretty interesting. All right, Bedevil is pretty good here as well. So we can swing in. All right, so Angrath will go up to 5. They can play a couple spells, but not until after they do damage to us, with the Light of the Stage at least. So let's go ahead and just swing in. And let's get down this Angrath, make them start discarding. There is a chance that this is a counterspell, but I'm thinking it's not. No, don't be counterspell. No! I guess Wizard's Retort, that makes sense. Alright, alright. That makes sense. I mean, we know that they had 3 Atalizes, though. Like, this is a terrible draw for opponent. We need to kill them as quick as possible, and I think Angrath was the way to do that. So we're going for, I think, the best play that we could have there. Fanatical Firebrand will be good here. Let's see what we find on the top 2 cards. Man, Theater of Horrors, so good. Merfolk Trickster, not too shabby for them. That's actually probably one of the best draws they could find. It just slows us down a ton. They aren't going to be playing it on our turn, though, so that's good. Siren Stormtamer, all right. So Bedevil, we're wanting to use this Bedevil when it's most opportune for us, which means we need to do it when they trigger a couple times on Siren Stormtamer, but not necessarily overall. So I think that we... This is just land here. Banefire is fantastic. So, Fanatical Firebrand, kill the Siren Stormtamer. Play the other Fanatical Firebrand. We get a hold up Bedevil. Swing in. Deal 3 damage, down to 7. Get to play Blood Crypt, tapped. And so now all we need to do next turn is do a little bit of damage. In fact, we can do a Theater of Horrors. So past the turn, all we have to do is survive this turn. And then our Banefire will kill them. We have X5 here, so with Fanatical Firebrand, everything else, yeah, so they bring down that one. They don't have mana right now to play another Ataliz. So let's hold Shift Control. As soon as they go to combat, let's kill this Ataliz, so that they don't have as much chance of playing another one. Yeah, so Resolve. So going to combat. All right, let's go ahead and Bedevil here. I guess I need to wait until they're actually swinging in. Probably was better. All right, Bedevil's good. Merfolk Trickster is annoying here. Maybe we should have just hit with the Theater of Horrors instead. I guess that probably was better because I don't think we were close to dying there. And now they have the Merfolk Trickster to stop down one of our guys. Fanatical Firebrand's so good. All right, so Rekindling Phoenix is amazing too. They don't have Wizard's Retort available. They don't have another blocker. Let's see. They got rid of their... All right, so let's see if they have another Merfolk Trickster. I think that we want to swing in, swing in. All right, let's just swing in. If they take 2, this is fine. They kill the Fanatical Firebrand, let 2 through, and then we Banefire X5. Nope, not that one, not that one. Banefire X5, can't be countered. Abuya. Yes! Oh man, this deck is feeling so good. Oh, I love it. It feels a little dirty though. I know, a little bit like, ooh, I'm really sorry about this, but booyah! Yeah. All right, up against Ardre. Bring it on, Ardre. It's like Audrey, but like really want to pronounce it Ardre. All right, Ardre. All right, this is looking like a pretty good hand. We're gonna keep this. Do we want to keep up the Carnival? If we're up against Llanowar on turn 1, I think that we want this. So I guess, are we on the play? I can remember now. All right, opponent's going first, so we get to decide. All right, so Fanatical Firebrand. Let's bring down Blood Crypt. Pass the turn. All right, Hero of Precinct 1. Don't have removal spell for that right now. We can Fanatical Firebrand and Carnival, which might be worthwhile. They're really low on cards. Do we want to do that, or do we want to play this Kite Self-Rebooter? That's the question. So it's either Fanatical Firebrand, kill the Precinct with Carnival, or we hold back for a little bit and just kind of pick apart their hand. And I feel like we can do okay against this deck that way. Let's go ahead. I don't want to give up 2 cards just for 1, especially when they've mulliganed down. So let's go ahead and take the shock. The Swiftblade Vindicator is annoying, except that we have the perfect answer for it. So I'm guessing that they're going to try to probably go for the Hero Precinct 1 here again. Orzhov Enforcer, pretty fun here as well. Yep, swings in, no blocks, that's fine. Down to 18. Ravenous Tubes, not too shabby either. So let's go ahead and Orzhov Enforcer. Fanatical Firebrand, which just means they probably can't play that guy anyway, unless they find a Guild Mages for him. Swing in for 1 and pass the turn. Now we have a blocker for the heroes. They do get to create a lot of tokens. So tokens, we're hoping to find our one of Chain Whirler and the lands to make it work. But overall, I think that we just want to try to take advantage of other ways as well. It'd be nice to steal this Hero Precinct 1 with an Angrath, play Carnival, something like that, get some value of our own before we kill it. So let's go ahead and... Actually, do we want to use Carnival instead? Or do we want to make him discard these cards? Yeah, let's go ahead and kill the Swiftblade Vindicator. Kite Sail Freebooter, number dose. Alright, so Kite Sail, go. Kite Sail, I choose you. Get that, Ajani. I mean, opponent is still in pretty good shape. That's the issue. Is this comes down, we don't really get to play a ton here. Fanatical Firebrand is okay. It kills another Swiftblade. So let's swing in with Kite Sail. These are also pretty good blockers against the 1/1s. Heroic Reinforcements is really annoying. I think that... I think we can swing in. That's fine. We don't want to block with that one. We don't really want to block with the one with the Johnny either, especially if this is land. Right, it is land. So we know their hand. They're empty-handed after this turn. They're going to swing into our Orzhov Enforcer. I mean, they can't really swing in with anything, especially with our 1/2s here. The first strike creature will give them at least turns to do so, or do something. So pass to my turn. Another Kite Sail Freebooter. Pretty bad here. Man, we would love a land. Would love a land right now. I think that we just swing in. We can kill this first striker. I don't think we need to, though. Just pass the turn. We can trade pretty favorably still at this moment. We have so many good cards in hand that we can hopefully get to. All right, so has the shock. And they can get a lot of value here, can't they? Because they get another shock. What a great top deck for the opponent. Man, I wish I could top deck and find this land as good as their top decking and finding answers for all this stuff. All right, so shocks, yep, gets the Ajani for the next turn. We do have another kite cell for it, but not fantastic. So I'm guessing swinging in with the crew. All right, that's interesting. All right, Mentor is one of the little guys. I'm going to go ahead and do we want to kill it? Let's see, no. Let's go ahead and let's just Carnival it. This one, right? All right, doesn't get the Mentor. All right, Resolve. Pass. Orzhov block here, you block here. Is this good enough? Yeah, let's do the blocks there. Then Echo Firebrand, kill here. So, I mean, we only take 2. We get to kill a hero of Precinct 1. They're left with 2 creatures on the battlefield, and we might get a Ravenous Chupacabra out. So, I mean, which now we want to bring out this Kite Cell Freebooter again. We can take our beats for a turn, totally fine. Let's just make it devastating for them. Have the other Kite Cell. Swing in for 1, because we're not going to block. Down to 15 past the turn. And I feel like we're in okay shape. Opponent is straight up in top deck mode. We have quite a few answers and big threats overall too. Like we might just want to bring down this Rekindling Phoenix. But I think, ooh, Carnival, not good now. So let's just kill some guys. Kill the first striker. I mean, here Precinct 1 might have been good to kill there as well. It might have been better, actually. Did they have another shock here? And they play an Ajani? Conclave Tribunal. All right, so... yeah, gets the Ajani back. Do we just Carnival here to make it really sad for them? Yeah, I mean, they just get too much value from a Planeswalker, so let's go ahead and Carnage here. Deal 3. Swing in for 3. All right, they go ahead and block. Totally fine with that. Slowing down the clock, they know that they're in top deck mode. We have a Rekindling Phoenix on our side. Hero Precinct 1 is pretty much their only way to rebuild. So we're offering the trade, but at the same time, we want to make sure we're doing damage so we can kill them with Rekindling Phoenix and the Spirit in a few turns. All right, Healer's Hawk is bad. Angrath, though. Angrath is... yeah, this is good. All right, so Angrath, let's go ahead and tick down on hero. Swing in, keep back the Spirit so we can save the Angrath. All right, down to 3, kill the hero. Pass the turn. And yes, opponent keeps it up. Oh, that's just, man, it's so mean. But man, I love it so much. We found so many Kite Cell freebooters. All right, that works. All right, so there you guys have it with Angrath's audience. Unfortunately, we never did even see the captive audience, and we never actually found the lands to even get close to it either. It was kind of funky games, but ended up doing pretty well overall, and a super, super fun deck. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, all that jazz, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.